Welcome to the Drive of Becoming. Before I introduce my guest today, I want to say we are at Connect Coffee. This is the place to be. If you want to have a nice place where you can have your coffee, your milkshake, and just have a nice view, this is the place to be, Connect Coffee. So let me introduce my guest today, the famous Koko. But Koko has a real name.
Yeah, true.
Tell us more about yourself. Start with your name and just where you're from.
Okay, so my names are Victoria Chepkorir Mitei, from Kericho. Yeah, and I'm 23 years old. And then currently I'm a YouTuber based in Nairobi. Yes, and I can say that I'm also an upcoming business lady. Yeah, I'm trying to venture into several businesses here in Nairobi. Yeah, and so far life has been good and God has been grateful.
Awesome. So, how did you become a successful YouTuber? Because one thing is, you don't just become, okay?
Yeah.
And you've said like you're from Kericho, but currently you're based in Nairobi.
Yeah, true.
So, are you studying? Let's start with that.
Currently, I'm not studying, but okay, I'm a student at Mount Kenya University.
Okay.
But after COVID hit the world, I deferred, and then I've never been back to school again. But I'm hoping that maybe sooner or later, I'll get to go back to school and finish my studies. Yeah, at Mount Kenya University.
So when did you start being a YouTuber? Like now, create your own channel.
I began my first channel last year. That was in September 2020. And then, so it's been a year. That was, okay, my first channel was in September 2020. And then my second baby channel, which is Koko in Saint Kenya, I began it in less than a month ago. Yeah, and at the moment you're at more than 700 subscribers.
Let me take you back.
Yeah.
You started your own channel in 2020 in September, yeah?
Yeah.
During that time when COVID had really hit us so bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So schools are closed and you're just at home and you're like, what more can I do? Like, what can I do with myself?
Yeah.
So you decided you want to go another direction and you chose social media because, So starting the YouTube channel, how did you start? Because it's not easy. That is one thing for sure. Right now you've mentioned that you already have a baby channel, meaning you have the maid, the mama.
The mother. The mother channel.
Yes. So how did you start the mother channel? Because someone is watching right now.
Yeah.
And they're like, I want to know how Koko started.
True.
So how did you start?
So in the year 2020, in around September, I still remember I was at home at that moment. And I used to stay with my husband. Yeah, my late husband, that is.
Okay.
And then while at home, we were jobless at that time. And we were only 22 years old. And my baby was 25. So while at home, I had a phone, by the way. I had a Techno Camon 15. And then my baby used to have a Kaduda back then. Was it not even a Kaduda, but it was a smartphone, but it wasn't like as Kayangu. So there was a time while we were at home and we decided we were watching YouTube. And then we came across Recent Co, and that is another YouTube couple in, I think it's in the US. Yeah.
So you started watching them?
Yeah, so I started watching these Recent Co, because these guys were like 23 years old and 25.
Almost age mates.
Yeah.
Like you with your late husband. Yeah?
Exactly.
Wow.
So I was like, if these guys can make it at this age, and me, I'm only 22, and I'm doing nothing with my life, why not try this thing and see if it works? So at that time, I was like, I don't have a camera, but what can I do? So I tried using my phone the first time, and then I posted the video, and it got some good impressions.
Wow.
And so I was like, no, and I was like, why not do the same thing like each and every week, just for the sake of maybe keeping memories or just to see how it goes, you know.
So you started recording yourself and then posting them, yeah? Not realizing it's gonna grow.
Yeah, true.
It started
I didn't
with your own
expect it.
small phone. Like it was not that, that huge phone.
Yeah.
No, but you started with what you had.
Yeah,
A lot
I
of
only had
people
my phone.
have a problem of like, I don't have this and this. Yet
True.
we are always being told, start with what you have.
Where you are at and what
Yes.
you have.
And that is the key.
True.
Starting point.
Yeah.
Regardless of where you are, you
Yeah.
have a starting point.
Yeah.
So you started doing several recordings.
Yeah, and actually at that time we were staying in Nakuru, and then we never even had like Wi-Fi, and like nowadays where like Wi-Fi is normal everywhere. So that time we never had Wi-Fi. So you can imagine I had to buy bundles, and at the same time I didn't have a job.
Yes.
My bay wasn't going to work. Tulikuwa two jobless people in the house.
In the house. But kuna hope bado. I love
Yeah, we just had our God with us.
Mm-hmm.
We used to pray. But then actually, I remember I used to pray for my channel.
Wow.
And when I started praying for my channel, it was actually even below 500 subscribers. And I used to tell God, like, oh God, just for the sake of my channel, just keep this relationship intact.
Mm-hmm.
And I always prayed to God to give me that strength ya kuendelea kupush channel, because out here you find people are very discouraging.
A lot.
Yeah.
In short, I've realized social media has been used in both good ways and bad ways, yeah?
Yeah.
The people can build you, like, hold your hand as a sister or a brother.
Yeah.
And there are people who can really crush you. Like anything you put out there, they can turn it to be negative.
Yeah.
And they start like having this weird, ideas and conception and all that,
Yeah.
which really breaks somebody. And that is why we're always told, can we always learn to always say the right things? Because anytime you're doing saying anything that is negative, believe you me,
You'll ruin someone else.
you're gonna bring someone down, and yet they have a dream and they have a vision.
Yeah, because not everyone out here will see the same dream as you.
I totally agree.
And then most of the time I tell my friends or my fans that if you want to know your true friends, start a YouTube channel.
True.
You know why? Because when I started my YouTube channel, I used to try to push my friends to subscribe.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I used to send links each and every day to my friends until it got to a point I realized not all your friends will support you.
You never got tired, even if they never did.
Yeah, I never got tired of pressing on. Because at times I used to find people, mtu anakuambia like, Koko, are you sure you want to do your YouTube channel? Or do you want to look for another work? And I was like, Kwani, you can't see the same dream that I'm seeing.
Yes.
But then I was like, anyway, no one can see your dream apart from you.
You see, when it comes to dreams and vision, everyone has their own.
Yeah.
So it is just how you carry it and how you execute it.
Yeah.
I might not understand why you're doing it, but at the end of the day, something will come up and I'll be like, Koko, kume, this was the thing.
Yeah, I would say. So, at that time, Tulipush channel, that was last year, until it got to, I think I hit 1,000 subscribers in January, early this year. It was on date 1. Imagine kwanza mwaka.
Ulianza na
1,000 subscribers. Yeah. That was in January 2021, date 1. I hit 1,000 subscribers. That was like, I think, 4 months down the line after I started my YouTube channel.
You see how it grew?
Yeah,
I gave up. Like when it's a Mitei push.
I'm telling you, oh God, we were just like, I remember we were in Kitale then when we hit 1,000 subscribers.
See, the celebration was there.
I went, okay, at that time we were still broke, but we just felt like, Maze, we have done it. We are there, tumefika.
Beauty alive, at the end of the day, it is achieving something. Regardless if it is big or small, but you are like working towards it and then you achieve it. No.
You'll feel nice.
Inakuanga like, I just feel like I want to scream, I want to shout. But like,
relax. Imagine hiyo time hata we never had like money ya kwenda kucelebrate nje. But yani tulikuwa tuna ile, you're just happy. You feel like you have achieved something. Even though haikuwa imeanza kutulipa, but I felt like and to make an effort hadi size hadi tumefika 1,000.
Imagine. both of you then.
Yeah, that was both of us then.
Mhm.
And then after that ndo nikaanzanga kuprocess. I started processing my nini for monetization for YouTube.
Mhm.
I started doing research on how you get paid by YouTube.
Okay.
I started going for those classes. Okay, YouTube has classes for creators. So they have like some, is it chapters whereby you get to learn about how YouTube, how to get monetized fast, or how to create more revenue via YouTube, or how to be paid more by YouTube, and how to market your content, or how to get more views.
So in short, anyone who is watching right now and they're interested in, having like creating a channel.
Yeah.
There are those classes. Kuna classes mtu anaweza enda nafanya research.
Yeah, but now that's in online.
It's online.
Yeah, it's online. And everything with YouTube, it's just based on online. Yeah.
But at least there is a way out.
Yeah, you always find, okay, there's something called YouTube Creator Studio in YouTube, whereby you can control, that's like a back room for your channel, where you can control everything there, the settings, the privacies and everything. So that's where you get the classes. But now it's upon you to be, at least to push yourself to watch them,
Yeah, sure.
Because you might find a distraction on YouTube, like when you get YouTube, you feel like, let me watch this instead of going for your class. So it's upon you as well to be disciplined on yourself.
Discipline is the key.
Yeah.
Because we lack that sometimes.
Because no one will, in YouTube, with YouTube, no one will be there to watch you.
Mm-hmm. It's you doing
It's
it yourself.
you. You're your own boss.
Mm-hmm.
You're your own employee.
So you have to do
Exactly.
it like you have to keep it 100+.
Yeah, it's
100%.
just like, it's like a business. Actually, YouTube it's just an investment.
That is the thing.
Yeah.
That is what even I've learned. Like, YouTube is a business.
Yeah.
Just like any other.
So like, lazima, you need to push it.
Yes.
Just like any other business out there. For your business not to fall, you always have to keep on investing in it, pushing it, and never giving up on your business. So the same case na YouTube. Always push your YouTube evo, and and you have to leave everyone out there and invest in your YouTube channel. The same way mnambongo in a business, don't entertain friends. No. In businesses, you're always told like, kama mtu akusaidii, there's no need there kuminvolve kwa business yako. So the same case as YouTube, kama msee akusaidii kwa YouTube, it's always good to just keep the negative vibes away and deal with the positive ones.
So, like, what challenges did you encounter along the way? Because as much as you're a successful YouTuber, which we celebrate you for that,
yeah,
there are always challenges. There are always challenges to start with.
Yeah.
So how did you go about it? Like, how did you encounter them? How did you decide, like, you know what, I will go past them?
Okay, so at first, let me begin with when we started the channel. My challenges at first used to be the network, the Wi-Fi, the bundles for uploading the videos. But then now I used to sacrifice our, let's say, shopping money or the food money.
If you went to that extreme. Mnajikausha.
But because I still remember that time, say, where I used to call my mom, and then my mom sends me 500 for food. Imagine 500 for food. You haven't bought airtime.
Yes.
And you can imagine uploading a video like 15 minutes is almost 2 GB.
It's true.
That's in Safaricom, that's almost 200. Unabaki na 300 ujakula. That was my first challenge. Then on getting to your time, I didn't have money pia ya kuji sustain home, and YouTube hadn't paid me then.
So that not started like,
yeah,
okay,
the revenue haikuwa imefika. So it's like, that was my main challenge then. And then another challenge was convincing, creating your audience. At first, I never had like an audience, because there was a time I used to, like when I started, nilikuwa najembe like nilikanga nikapiga hesabu ya mabishto wangu, and I'm like, I think my friends can get to 500. But then on starting your channel,
yes,
convincing your own friends to join you, to subscribe,
to follow you,
man, and to share even your links was a challenge.
And a
hustle because hakukuwa na mtu alikuwa anakuaminia. And I was like, okay, I won't give up. But that was it. And then after pushing the channel to 1,000 subscribers, another challenge came in when we had gotten to, I think that was around 1,500 there.
So you already had 15?
Yeah, 1,500. So when, it was 1,700 subscribers.
Okay, the number was growing.
Yeah. So sadly enough, when I got to 1,700 subscribers, my YouTube partner, that was my late husband, passed away.
Sorry for that.
Yeah. So now we are back to 0.
So you mentioned that you hit 1,700 subscribers.
Yeah.
Kutoka 1,000, 1st of January 2021.
Yeah, true.
Yes. So 1,700 walifika which month?
On April 4th. It took
Ilikuwa
a while.
No. It might take not so long because look at this.
Yeah.
1st of January, it's 1,000.
Yeah.
Almost mid, because we cannot even really base it as a quarter. It's mid.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, we were at 1,700 subscribers.
1,700 subscribers.
Yeah. So hitting 1,700 subscribers, another tragedy hit us.
We need to take a short break before we get back. We have a production where we get to do a lot of videos and all that. So if you're looking for a video production, with the hub, we can provide that. And our numbers are down on the screen. You can just take them out. We are just a phone call away.
Would you like to connect? Well, in East Africa alone, we drink 90 million cups of coffee every day. Its strong flavor, enticing aroma, and the energy-boosting properties makes it the second most popular drink across the globe. But just where can you find the best coffee? Connect Coffee. Connects people, connects your heart. Karibu to Connect.
Welcome back to the show, but before we get to this story, I want to introduce some amazing packages of coffee here. We have this is 200 grams, and we have the big pack, which is 1 kg, and we have the 500 grams, and we have 4 to give away, the 200 for all the coffee lovers out there. We will be giving out some 4 packs, so 2 on Facebook and 2 on YouTube. So follow us, Jeff Sam, on my handles, and you will get to know how you can get them. So let's get back to the story.
Yeah.
You hit the 1,700.
Yeah.
Tragedy struck.
Yeah. So on the day that we hit 1,700 subscribers, Dante was hit by a car in Nakuru by a hit and run, and that was we were at 1,700 then. So you can imagine now, accident. My bay had passed on the following morning, and then now we are back to square one again. I'm all alone. I have the channel, and it's only me to push the channel.
First of all, I want to say my condolences.
Thank you.
And secondly, I want to remind someone there, we don't know about tragedy, they just strike.
Yeah.
It's not something that we are prepared for. And anytime it happens, there is always a setback.
True.
And for your story, it's just one of a story that is so touching, because here you are, you guys are already celebrating 1,700.
Yeah.
And just after, the following day, let me just say that, the following day, tragedy strikes.
Yeah.
And you get to lose your husband. And it gets you back to another now setback. Now you're like, how will I do this? How will I continue doing it?
True. So I still remember on my YouTube channel during that period, April.
Okay.
After Dante was hit and he passed on, I still remember on my comment section, it was only RIP, RIP, RIP and everything,
You posted it.
No, I had not even posted it yet. It's after the accident, it's almost everyone got to know about this guy called Dante who was passed on. And then everyone got to know about Koko and Dante. Oh, kumbe there's this couple in Kenya who started a YouTube channel, and then something has happened, So I think after Dante was hit, that was when out of nowhere.
Trended
Yeah.
now people started checking you out.
That was the time where I could get 1,000 subscribers in a day. I wake up every morning, it's plus 1,000, plus
Every
1,000,
morning.
plus
And there's
1,000.
nothing more you're saying.
I'm not posting anything.
You're not posting anything because you are in that season of mourning and all that.
Yeah.
And it really hit you bad. It really hit you bad.
Yeah, so you can imagine at that time, that was the time where it's like now my YouTube channel is booming.
When I
You know,
tragedy.
after the tragedy. And it got to a point where it was like, how comes I'm now getting more famous after Dante is gone? It's like the moment he passed on, that was when like everything, the doors opened and my channel started growing.
And people started like wanting to know more about you people.
Yeah. That was the time where like it's like everywhere there was just people are posting Koko and Dante everywhere. Go check out their channel, like, and it just everyone was just like wantasemaje walikuwa sympathetic, yeah.
Sympathetic and all that, yes.
So on that April after Dante, after the burial, I took a break for like, was it a month? Yeah, I think a month. That was after Dante passed on. So after a month was when there was a time tulikuwa family meeting after your incident, and then I still remember I was asked, what do you want to do in life?
Yes.
Dante is now gone.
Dante is gone and life must go on.
Yeah. Dante is gone. You're not going to school at the moment. You don't have work. What do you want to do? No. And then you can imagine say like sikuwa nimejipanga. It wasn't something I had planned for.
That is what I'm saying. Sometimes there are things in life that happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And by the time we get to understand why, we started seeing things happening.
Yeah.
So then, the family member just coming in and trying to hold your hand.
True.
They still wanted to make sure that you're busy doing something because, and I don't mind, believe me, it creates so much.
Yeah.
It creates so much. And you start thinking of other things which you're not even supposed to be thinking.
True.
So, number one is the family was there for you.
Yeah.
Which is the key.
Yeah.
For that healing process.
True.
And then you had friends who will just come in, encourage you.
Yeah.
Just hold your hand.
Yeah, there were many people then. That was in around May. Yeah. So that was the time where I was asked, what do you want to do with your life?
By the family now.
Yeah, by the family. And I was like, I think I would just want to go to school. That was then. So nikauliza, you want to go back to school where? Nakuru again, because that's where the incident happened. But now after telling my family that I want to go to Nakuru, they were like, no, I think you should just go back home. Go home, at least go relax first before deciding to go back to school.
At least to give yourself
some time.
To heal and still decide on what exactly you wanted to do.
Yeah. So, and then at the same time I told them, the only thing I have in mind, the only thing I can do, because I still remember tulikuwa Eka Hotel in Eldoret. So, they're like, what do you want to do? And I was like, the only thing I can do at the moment is just YouTube. I don't have any certificates. I don't have any degree.
Okay, like hujamaliza shule.
Sijamaliza shule. I don't have any degree ati nitaenda kutafuta job mahali. And at that time nilikuwa naulizwa job, nilikuwa nakumbuka there was a time in Nakuru I went and looked for work. And the boss promised me a job. But after promising me a job, the guy went ahead to started like hitting on me.
Oh, okay. It happens anyway.
Yeah, so he started hitting on me.
Instead of giving me the job.
He
started hitting on you.
Yeah. So the moment this guy noticed that like singi box, hakunipea job.
Aliona sasa umekuwa single. So uko much available.
Yeah. So at that time, nikiulizwa, what can you do in this life? I'm like, I've tried looking for work, but I always end up with the wrong people, I guess, or the wrong jobs.
Like, okay, we've had those stories of going to look for work.
Yeah.
And instead of getting the job first, kuna ile yenye you must have to do this for you to get it.
Yeah.
And a lot of young people, or even just people, especially young people, wamekuwa victims of that.
True.
But one thing I tell myself, you will never sustain a job if you do it the wrong way.
True.
Because at the end of the day, Itabidi ufanyange tu hivyo.
Itabidingi ulipe kila siku.
How you started, it is how you have to endeleza.
Yeah.
How to maintain it. And is it worth it? That is the question you should ask yourself. Is it worth it?
Yeah, it's not. I don't think so.
So you decided,
no,
this is not what I want.
This is not what I want. So I was told like, okay, you can go stay at home while you do your own YouTube. So I think a month later, I went to Kericho.
Okay.
So tushatoka Kitale. I've gone back to Kericho. My in-laws have traveled back to the States. They used to stay in the States. So me, I'm back home. And then now, that was the time when there was this family in Nairobi that I got to meet online. I used to watch them as well online. On it was the Summer family. So these guys, I used to watch them online before. But then the moment Dante passed on, there was this time I found the Summer family had commented on my video. Actually, kumbe people in this life, people come through after you are gone. Or like, people support you after you're gone.
Like when something has happened, that is the time people now come on board. Like they want to discover more about yourself.
Yeah, but when you have problems, actually it's like when you have problems, people will never come through for you. Nika venye wasemanga, when you have a problem, no one will come through.
Yes.
But when you are dead, even people can even produce 1 million for your burial.
You know, I read a post was saying, kindly send me flowers and those chocolates and those messages of love, of good vibes and all that when I'm still alive, because I want to hear them. But not when I'm gone, because it will not make sense. And people don't understand that part, because we should always, just tell a sister, I love you.
Yeah.
What's so hard about that? Tell a brother, I love you. People
while they're still there.
That thing of like, when I tell a brother, I love you, they're like, where in mapenzi gani? No.
It's like people fear commitment.
That is the whole point.
Yeah.
And yet, even the word says, love is the greatest of all.
True.
So we should always have that thing of like just giving.
Yeah, just giving. Like whenever you want to be loved, you have to give it. You have to invest the love to get it.
It's a two-way traffic. I don't believe in this one-man show thing. I believe it's a two-way traffic.
It's a two-way traffic.
Love comes to those who give, and those who give, they get it. So, So the Summers came on board.
Yeah. Okay. So I found the Summers online, and then the Summers invited me to Nairobi.
Officially.
Baby girl was still new. I don't know. I never knew Nairobi back then.
So you were green.
I was green.
What?
I didn't even know where the Summers lived. I never knew Embakasi was where. We used to stay in Embakasi before we moved to where I stay now. So when I moved to Nairobi, so now you
left Kericho, you came to Nairobi. I
left Kericho to come and stay with the Summer family for just some shoots. They wanted to do some shoots with me for like a weekend. But also I prepared in Kericho. I came to Nairobi, met Kina Summer, and then that was the beginning of, I think, the life in Nairobi.
How did you find it, by the way? Do you know, first, let me say something, yeah?
Yeah.
Me, I never used to know Kanairo is Nairobi. Me, I'm always real. So the first time I had Kanairo was like, Kanairo, and someone was like, and someone was like, Jobson, for real, you don't know Kanairo. I'm like, I'm just being real, yeah? As much as I get to hear something, some words and all that, it's always good to learn new words.
True.
So yes, at least now I know Kanairo. I can say so well and loudly.
Without feeling weird.
Without feeling weird like Kanairo. So you came to Nairobi.
So I moved to Nairobi in Embakasi now. At first, I wasn't supposed to. I was to stay for only like 3 days in Embakasi. But on getting to Embakasi, as in the more the days went by, I felt like, no, I don't think I should go home. Because I felt like the moment I went back home, the memories at the same time, there's this, when you're at home, there's this pity, sympathy. And it's like everyone is just watching you. And it's like just kila mtu anakubembeleza, and so I felt like, for me, I don't think I need that environment here.
You needed change.
I felt like I needed to push on. Like I felt like I needed to pick myself up
and just fly
and get out of like all those things that had happened. So I remember when in Embakasi now I decided why not start building my brand in Nairobi, because I felt like if I went back to Kericho, the only thing I would do in Kericho, because in Kericho, like my parents wanaendanga job.
Yes.
So I felt like at home
You're all
there's
alone.
this comfort.
Yeah,
There's
everything is being
comfort.
taken care of.
Yes, you're at home. Yeah, there's comfort, but then I would be adjusting at home. Singekuwa na hiyo motivation ya kujiskuma.
Alafu, do you know the saddest part is when the mind starts relaxing, you don't even get to think. So you need like to rejuvenate your mind and just say like, do you know what, nataka kuchambua, like I really need to make this brain start working.
Yeah, so I feel like nikienda home, nita relax. Yeah, and then kuna ile kenye autoki. Unajua ukiwa home pia kuna hiyo security. So I felt like in Nairobi, I felt like I could grow my brand. And then at the same time having the summer family there, because before when I was in Nakuru, I don't think I ever met any YouTuber. Or maybe because I was still a young YouTuber. I don't know.
But you see, this is the thing. You know, sometimes that is what we are saying. Kuna tragedies, they come and connect you.
Yeah.
Because you never even, you used to follow Kina Sama, but it's not like you knew them one-on-one, yeah?
Funny thing, it's my bae introduced me to the Sama family via online. Okay, it's like I met him watching on my phone the Sama family, and then he was like, hey, babe, can you check out this couple?
How they, how they roll.
Yeah, because it's like he felt like this other family, they were struggling the same way we were struggling.
I think we need to bring Samas up kwa show.
But yeah, so where was I? So tumefika.
So you came to Nairobi?
I came to Nairobi. On coming to Nairobi now, nikaonanga why not fix myself in Nairobi and get my own place. At that time I was still staying at the Airbnbs that the Sama family had in Embakasi. So tukaanza kupush channel sasa. That time tumeanza kufanya makolabo na the Sama.
After that break.
Yeah, because I had friends there who always came through. Like my friends always woke me up in the morning just for the shoots. Because they felt like Koko Maze, you can't be sleeping. Okay, most of the time you would find me sleeping, just bored. It's like, okay. At that time I was just feeling like I couldn't do anything on my own. Yeah.
Like, you don't feel like doing anything.
And then you can imagine when you started, your time ingine, you used to do the videos while you were 2.
Yes.
But now you are all alone. It's you to do your own videos. So I never felt like sikuwa na hiyo psych or motivation. So, but at least I thank my friends or the Sama family for always coming through. Kuni push daily, kuniamsha daily, wananiambia Koko, we need to push your channel.
And we need such friends.
Yeah.
Let me just be honest. We need friends who can push us.
Yeah.
Anytime we are holding back.
Yeah.
And anytime we feel like
Maze una give up. Then so we stayed in Embakasi till around August this year, and then we moved to Roysambu.
Kasarani.
Yeah, then this is Kasaugo. So on getting there is when I thought I remembered I had back then, I think it was last year. Last year I had a vision board. Do you know a vision board?
Elaborate for people who don't know.
Okay, so a vision board is something. It's like maybe a notebook, or you can do it on your phone or on a paper. It's okay. A vision board is just a board where you write your visions, your dreams. Yeah. Your goals. You write down your goals there. So last year there was a time where I used to be like, I would love to own a real estate. That was last year. So last year I created a name, and I told myself, when I make it in life, I'd call my apartments or my real estate property, I would name it Blackbirds Apartments.
Blackbirds.
Yeah. So that's how it began. So this year, I remember that last year I had always wanted to create an apartment or a real estate named Blackbirds. So on getting to Resambu, I'm like, why not start my own Airbnb? And I looked at myself and I'm like, I'm a marketer.
Already your YouTube channel is doing so well.
So yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I'm also an influencer. I'm a marketer. So I was like, if I start an Airbnb, I think I can manage to market it myself. You see, because I felt like why pay some? Okay, I used to tell myself, why pay someone something?
Yet you can do it yourself.
Yet I can do it myself. So I decided, let me start an Airbnb. So nikaanza kuhustle, kutafuta pesa do ya YouTube. I removed all my savings on YouTube. And it's like I used up all my money and got back to zero.
But at least the YouTube was paying you well,
Yeah.
for you guys, like now for you to be able to sustain yourself.
Yeah. But now, okay, when starting an Airbnb, okay, I had not budgeted enough.
Okay, for it.
Yeah. But then I was like, God, I don't have it. I really want this Airbnb.
Really want to do
I want
those
this
that
thing.
can drive in you. Eh?
Yeah. And I'm like, God, I prayed for this thing last year. Why not make it happen this year? So I went ahead and got myself an apartment.
Okay, that's the girl.
Yeah, I went and got myself my first apartment in Nairobi
What?
at the age of 23.
No, vile ulijipatia hiyo moral.
Yeah, so I got myself an apartment. Started getting in touch with suppliers for furniture, for electronics. Yeah, though nikianza it wasn't that easy because yeah, you try to approach a furniture company. They're
Before
like,
they agree on the deal.
yeah, msa nakwambia, okay, yeah, we can do that. But then again, you're like, you check your account and you're like, oh God, my account is not enough. But then I used to tell God, no, I know I'll make it. Even though my account is not enough, I know you'll do something. So nikapatana na so furniture. I started it. There was a time ilifika point where I felt like there was a time I almost lost my investment on Airbnb.
Because you'd already put so much, but you're not getting anything in return.
Yeah, I hadn't. Sikuwa nimeanza kupata return ndani.
So you're almost losing your investment, but bado nolipaki, like I still have to push it, yeah?
Yeah.
So how did you,
So at the moment where nilikuwa karibu kulose nini yangu, investment yangu, I still remember, okay, hiyo time nilikuwa sana too much pressure in life. No.
Let me ask, because a lot of people right now, they're watching, and they're definitely in the same shoe like you. Your party ya kuhandle pressure ndio watu wengi wajuani.
Yeah.
So before you tell us how you did all that, we will take a short break. Before then, we get to know how Koko was able to handle the pressure. I want to say, if you have an interesting story that you'd like us to, to bring you here and just tell the people how you, where you started and where you are, kindly you can contact us. We have our, our contacts are down there. Just bring that story, and believe you me, this is the place. This is the place where we get to share real life stories and we get to impact the generation that we are in, and even hizo zingine zenye zinakuja. Welcome back to the show. Now we want to know how Koko aliweza handle that pressure, because a lot of people are not able to handle it, but we need to hear how she did it. So how did you do it?
So after I had nilifika hiyo pressure yote nini, I remember there's a friend. Okay, I have this friend of mine who came through. That's my unknown friend nowadays, but atakuja in the picture in Koko and Saint channel.
Okay.
So I have a friend who came through, a close friend, and this friend of mine came through and told me, Koko, why don't you let me manage you? Why not let me manage all your businesses and everything, so that you can at least let go of all those burdens that you have.
You got a manager, someone to
Yeah.
handle everything for you.
Yeah.
Just to ease your life, yeah?
Yeah, so venye bishti yangu akaniambia, Vicky, Koko, let me help you manage your things. I was like, okay. at least I know you, unaweza tuweza saidiana. So I got myself a manager.
Wale watu wanapandanga. Uko na manager saizi?
Yeah. So I got myself. I got myself a manager.
Yes.
Yeah, and my manager is now handling everything.
Everything for you.
Blackstone Homes and a handle. My YouTube channel pia. He handles.
So far so good?
Yeah, so far so good.
Awesome.
My Instagram accounts, bado anazi handle. Even my phone calls actually.
What? Private calls.
Yeah, so at least the moment I got myself a manager, okay, me before I used to tell myself, maybe I'll get myself a manager when I get to any siku nitakuwa nimeomoka. I didn't know that it would come this early. So at least I got myself a manager this early, and so far things are just going great. At least sina yo burden ya kuhandle my biashara zangu at the same time my YouTube channel. So let's just say at the moment what I'm running is just my YouTube channel, Koko and Dante, and also my new baby channel.
Yes,
Koko
talk
and
about your
Saints.
baby channel before we end the show.
Yeah.
So how is it like? How is it coming up right now?
So okay, it's my channel so far has I think 700 plus something subscribers.
Wow, that's a big number.
Yeah, and it's the second one.
And it's the second one.
Yeah, and we are headed to 1,000 subscribers at the moment.
I need that anointing.
And imagine it has no video so far.
But it has
It's still a new one. I'm actually targeting to hit 1,000 subscribers before I post my first video.
And you've already given yourself a duration, like a timeline.
So far, I think I want to get these 300 subscribers at most in a week or two. That's what I want to get.
Yeah, once. But I'm loving your energy and how you're doing it, by the way. Because at least someone right now who is watching, they will know that that's not impossible kwa hii dunia.
Yeah, you can do anything.
If you've become a YouTuber and a successful one,
yeah,
me, I believe anyone can. Because you just need your phone and you have content.
Yeah.
That is very important, but they have content.
Yeah.
Don't just, start something with nothing.
True.
Have content, know what you're bringing on board.
Yeah.
And always bring that positive vibes.
Yeah.
This is what we want. Because,
and then, okay, one more thing. Sorry for that. I remembered as well on social media pia, you can also do things like apart from YouTube, you can also be an Instagrammer and at the same time a TikToker. Because both all these social media platforms, they pay, just depending on how you push your content, your Instagram account. It's like how you grow your network. That's what pays us nowadays.
See, your network is your network.
Yeah.
Inanga story ingine.
Okay, mi nasikianga what I've heard someone say, you can be a rich person just by hanging out with the rich people.
I totally agree. Someone told me, if you want to dine with the millionaires, don't expect them to come to you.
Find them.
You have to find them.
Yeah.
So jua zile mashimo zenye wanakuanga.
True.
Just go out there, Nokuwe confident. Sikeni kama mtu amehoreka. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, have confidence in yourself.
So go there, say what you're doing.
Yeah.
And believe you me, someone somewhere there, they will buy your idea.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure.
And they will see what you're capable of.
The moment someone sees you prospering, they always want to know how you got there.
That's
and
the
they always want to copy what
you see, we all have
there.
this drive. That is why even the drive of becoming, it is something that has to drive you.
Yeah.
And you really have to make sure that whatever direction is taking you, take chances. And in life, come out and take any chance. Don't end anywhere. Look at you. You took that chance and here you are.
Yeah, just making that step of starting.
Amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And keep on pushing. Keep on pushing.
Thank you so much.
The channel that you just started, it's gonna grow. Already it's 700.
Yeah.
Nile to blink of an eye, unaona voila, zimekam.
Najua ita shoot very soon. I have hopes.
It will.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you
It
for
was
hosting
awesome
me.
having you here. Thank you guys for joining us. It was awesome having Koko just giving her story. And before we leave, Koko, kindly pick one of the coffees. Here people don't just leave empty-handed.
Yeah.
Hapa kuna goodies.
Ya wageni.
Ya wageni. By then ni kama vile unaendanga kwa mtu kwa nyumba, si ndio?
Yeah.
Hakuna vile unaweza toka hivyo. So even here you're not living like that. So we have some goodies and I have amazing packages here for coffee and any coffee lover in your place ya meet. Hapa ndio tuna connecting. So this is the thing. I have 3 questions that I want to answer. I'm not answering them. I want to ask. Now. Yes, I have 3 questions that I want to ask. And those 3 questions, this is the thing. It's a challenge. When you get all of them, you get to win one of the pack here and get to enjoy the coffee. So the first question is this. Name 2 brands Connect Coffee has. Name 2 brands Connect Coffee has. And the second question is the 3 branches they have. And I want you to mention them by name. They have 3 outlets. And I need you to tell me where they are situated. And then the third and the final question is, go to our channels, Koko's channels, my channel, and I want you to comment, subscribe, and send me a pic. So when you get the 3 questions right, you get yourself this goodie, and you're gonna enjoy. So until next time, guys, thank you for watching, and it was awesome. This moment ilikuwa kibao.
Yeah.
Bye bye, guys.